All right. Good afternoon, everyone, on this, well, beautiful Monday. So for today's Express Abs class, you'll just need a mat, and that is pretty much it. All right, let's get started. So we're going to face up really quick. And what I want you to do is I want you to keep your shoulders off the floor. And I want you to hold your feet up at 90 degrees. And I want you to maintain keeping those shoulders off the ground as you tap the heel onto the floor. All right. If you need to support your head in any way, you could do so. Ready? Go. So feet at 90 degrees, tapping the heel on the floor. We'll start with this one first, just to kind of warm up. And then I'm going to make it harder or more challenging. Good job. So remember, shoulder blades off the ground. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So I'm going to turn myself more towards you so you can see what I'm doing. So we're going to do the bridge. So this one, the bottoms of my feet are going to be touching and my heels are going to be close to my backside as best as possible. I'm going to push the hip up, squeeze through my glutes, and then back down and back up and down. Ready? Go. So squeezing through the glutes, you may feel a little bit through the inner thigh, but remember this is for the low back. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're going to go back to that first one that we did. So remember where I said that the shoulders would come up off the floor. Use your hands to support your head. And remember, it's the heel tap, all right? With that bend at the 90 degrees with the legs. Ready? Go. Now, if you want a challenge, I want you to straighten that leg that's extending out when you tap the heel. But remember, keep the core or keep the belly button drawn in towards the spine. Remember, just one leg at a time. We're not necessarily doing a bicycle. If you feel like it starts to maybe bother your hip a little bit too much, just go back to that 90 degrees. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, so I'm going to turn towards you again. So remember, with the frog bridge, that the feet, the bottoms of the feet are touching each other. Ready, set, go. So try to push up where you're kind of following like that center line with the body, and that you're not wavering from either to your right or to your left side, and making sure that you're feeling both sides equally. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, so let's go back to the first one that we did. So it's the last time that we're gonna do it. Get ready. So shoulders off the ground, support your head with your hands, feet up at 90, and go. So either heel tap with the feet at 90, or extend that one leg and tap the heel on the floor. Again, belly button drawn in towards the spine, and do it one leg at a time, and have control as you extend that leg out and you tap the heel. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so let's do one last of that frog bridge. So again, remember the bottoms of your feet are touching, heels close to your backside. Ready, set, go. Fantastic job, everyone. So remember, this is the last one that we were doing for the low back. And then we are going to move on. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So next, we are going to be face down. And this is what we're going to do. I will show you the modified version. I'll just slightly turn my mat a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so modified, we're gonna be in a plank position, but I want you to come down to your elbows and then back up onto your hands, all right? This would be the easiest version. The hardest version would be up on your toes and bringing the elbows down and then back up, all right? Ready, set, go. Now, if you feel, and this is why I warn you early, if you feel like this one becomes too much, hold that plank position or that pillar bridge, whether you're on your elbows or on your hands. So again, I'm just doing a modified knee, just because if I put too much shoulder or too much emphasis with the weight and my arms having to support my shoulder, gets a little rough. 3, 2, 1. All right, so child's pose for me. All right, so we're going to be face down. And so we're gonna lift the legs up, but we're also going to lift the hands, but then we're going to kind of slightly go to the left and then go to the right, and then the left, and then the right. So imagine like a Superman, but Superman has to either go right or left, all right? Ready, set, go. Go up, go left, go right, go left, go right. So you're gonna keep your shoulders or your chest off the floor. We're working the low back. We're working the obliques. If it becomes a little too much, you could drop the feet and keep going right and left with the upper body. Nice job. 3, 2, 1. Child's pose again. So we're gonna go back to that pillar bridge. And remember, on your feet is harder than on your knees. And we're gonna go down, down, up, up, down, down. Ready, set, go. So up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. Now, if you're doing this one with me, try to lead with the other arm that is not your dominant arm. So strangely enough for me, I write right-handed, but I always lead left. So I have to remember to use my right side. Nice job. So again, if you're on your toes, a lot harder. Great job, keep going. So remember, you want to keep your shoulders directly over your wrist as you're doing it. 3, 2, 1. All right, child's pose again. All right, back to Superman. All right, so remember, you can lift the feet up off the floor as you're doing the side to side motion, but it is a little more challenging. Ready? Go. Go up and going right and left, right and left. So again, imagine like you're Superman or Superwoman. We're looking for trouble, for someone to save. Well, not really looking for trouble. That would be a whole nother superhero or supervillain. Keep going. Again, if it bothers your feet at all, put your feet down. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Child's pose again. It's Monday to start jumbling up my words. All right. So back to up, up, down, down. Ready, set, go. So it's the last one of this one. And one more of the Superman or Superwoman. So remember, up, up, down, down. Again, you can hold that position if you feel like it's a little much for the shoulders, or maybe it feels a little jarring on the low back. You can always just hold it here or hold it on your elbows. Keep going. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, child's pose. So we have one last one of this kind of superhero, supervillain sort of flying in the sky situation. All right, so remember, heels and legs up off the floor along with the upper body. Ready? Last one, go. Nice job. So remember, chest off the floor. We're engaging the low back. We're feeling a little bit through the obliques or those muscles on the side of our stomach. Keeping the legs, or at least the knees, to the heels off the floor. If it's too much, you could always just put your feet down. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, child's pose. So sitting back onto your heels with the hands stretched out in front, just stretching out the low back. All right, I want you to walk it to your left. And then I want you to walk it to your right. And then one last one. I want you to lie flat on your back You're gonna face up, hands overhead, and just reach, point your toes away from your body, just so you feel that stretch. And make sure you breathe. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. All right, great job, everyone. Okay, so for tomorrow's class is total body challenge at the fitness center, which is at 11:20. And then we have stretch break. And then we have, that's pretty much it. All right, so tomorrow we are in the fitness center from 10 to 6. Come see us. We would love to see you. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Huh?